A tiny Texas town called Onalaska made headlines when WFAA uncovered more than 1,000 planes registered there. But the twist was Onalaska didn't even have an airport.
Our story spurred a federal investigation. The woman behind it was convicted of drug trafficking and laundering money, and now she's been sentenced to 16 years in prison.
4 jurors just sat down with senior investigative reporter Tanya Iser to talk about how they reached their decision.
With beef nachos.
They'd gathered for a meal 18 months after the trial that brought them together.
So yeah, we bonded, and you can't talk about the trial.
And we stuck to the rules.
You couldn't talk about anything until we were allowed to deliberate.
The 4 former jurors sat on the jury that convicted Oklahoma City businesswoman Debra Mercer-Erwin of drug trafficking charges, finding she disguised the ownership of planes used by drug smugglers. They asked WFAA to conceal their identity.
What do you think about her?
She's not stupid.
Oh, she had a beach house. She had a Range Rover. She was very smart in what she knew to do. And the money was nice.
She came across just kind of cold and hard.
And I do think that when she took the stand, that didn't serve her well.
Ever have anything to say? It was a federal investigation and trial prompted by a 2019 WFAA investigation. The jury convicted Mercer on 4 felony counts ranging from money laundering to drug conspiracy.
And she was aware of it, that she was told what was going on.
If I'd let my cousin borrow a plane or a car, and I get a call that somebody's doing drugs, I would have immediately reported it to authorities and said, what do I do?
There was a lot of evidence.
What the prosecution did to prepare their case was amazing. Just the people they flew in from other countries, just knowing how many people had personal experiences or knew of someone who had, that was also just something else that we were like, this is hard and real and can't just let her go.
I was amazed at how much drugs were in that courtroom.
When they passed the cocaine through the jury, that was a little freaky. Yeah. Like when they, with the blocks, I was like, I don't want to touch it.
That was like 2 kilos of cocaine. I don't know if you noticed, but we all went for the hand sanitizer immediately afterwards.
The jury also found Mercer-Erwin guilty of taking part in a massive Ponzi scheme involving fake plane sales.
We pretty much agreed right from the start on the Ponzi scheme stuff. That one was really easy.
But finding Mercer-Erwin guilty of drug smuggling wasn't easy.
I thought we were going to end up hung.
Yeah, there was a moment there I thought that too.
It got emotional.
It did.
It was very emotional.
If we couldn't come to some agreement, she was going to walk scot-free. We were like, we can't just allow this.
So they'd return to Sherman to see Mercer-Erwin sentenced, to see the case through to the end. She looked very different than 18 months ago, than the well-dressed woman in high heels taken away after their verdict.
Prison guard and shackles. She looks like beaten down.
We hope we got it right.
In Sherman, I'm Tanya Iser.
Along with her sentence, Mercer-Erwin will have to pay restitution. That amount has not been decided.